Welcome to college football update video. This is not the playoffs update video. I'll do that tomorrow. So let's talk about it. We have bowl games that happened starting from Tuesday all the way to yesterday. We begin at the Salute to Veterans Bowl, Troy and Jacksonville State, and it belonged to Jacksonville State with a huge win, 17-13 win over the Trojans of Troy. DeAndre Johnson, the wide receiver, 6 catches, 101 receiving yards, and the Gamecocks win the Salute to Veterans Bowl. Big time win for them against a Sun Belt team that was coming off a loss in the Sun Belt Championship game to JMU. Thought they were going to bounce back in that game, but felt like the Gamecocks do find ways to win in these bowl games. So great way to end the season for both of these teams. Unfortunately, one team had to win the bowl game, and it is the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. The Cruel Bowl belongs to Old Dominion. Shocker. 24-10 over South Florida. Quinn Hinkle, 11 out of 25, 127 passing yards, but he had 24 carries, 107 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. That's Old Dominion gets their 10th win of the season. Big time for them. While for South Florida, they will finish the season with 9 wins. Unfortunately, I know this year has been up with Alice Golish, their head coach, of course, now at Auburn, but they are ready for a new era when Brian Hartland becomes the next head coach of South Florida once he's done with the Buckeyes as the offensive coordinator. The next story, how about this story on this Wednesday? So what a story for the Delaware Blue Hens. 20-13 win. Upset win, by the way. What a win for them. Jill Silver, 14 carries, 116 rushing yards, and a touchdown. Delaware, the Blue Hens get their 7th win of the season and finish with some high notes because they're in their first FBS level program in history. They go in the Conference USA, and I thought it would be them. Most people would predict them to go bottom of the Conference USA because they're the new teams coming in from the FCS level. That didn't matter for the Blue Hens. Congratulations to Delaware. Well deserved for the Blue Hens and a decisive 68 Venturous bowl win for them. For Louisiana, it is a heartbreaking loss. They were favored by 3.5. So that's a little disappointed for them. But next year, I think they'll rebound. And they'll hopefully probably be the favorites to win the Sun Belt next year. Then we go to Thursday, where Montana State, another team, joined with Delaware in the Conference USA. Lost toughly in the first ever Xbox Bowl game, 34-28, Arkansas State. DeMarcus Hendricks, 3 total tackles, 2 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss. Arkansas finished the season with 7 wins, and they win the first ever Xbox Bowl game. So congratulations to them. And it was incredible to see. I think the Green Soldier, who I do believe is from the Hollow O video game. I do not know that video game. If it is, I believe it is. Sorry, going crazy right now. But he did presentate the Xbox trophy, which, by the way, it's a nice trophy with a controller of their logo, and you can just take that controller off of the trophy and just play your college football 26 in that Xbox. But great win for Arkansas State. But for Montana State, again, their ceiling is going to be a little higher next year. The question will be, of course, with Ryan Beard out. They are getting a new head coach, by the way, Cassie Woods, who is the SMU offensive coordinator. How's he going to get this team back to bowl games and probably one day win their first ever bowl game for their program? I think Montana State is in the same direction as Delaware. Then on Friday, the game of the week was not. It didn't feel like the game of the week. It was a one-sided affair. Western Michigan dominated Kansas State 41-6. Rodney McGraw, 5 total tackles, 2 solo tackles, 2.5 sacks, 2.5 tackles for loss, 1 pass defense. Western Michigan wins the Myrtle Beach Bowl, and they get their 10th win of the season. Incredible win for them. Of course, they've won the MAC championship, well deserved for them, and now they get their bowl win, which is well deserved for them as well. For Kansas State, unfortunately, top one for them, but their Cinderella win was impressive. They go 10 wins. They won Conference USA this year, but they couldn't get the job done in Myrtle Beach Bowl. Felt sorry for them, but all right, if I were a Kansas State fan as of this moment, you got to think of that Conference USA championship game, which was very impressive, a very Cinderella moment for those Owls. And then finally, NC State, the Wolfpack dominated Memphis 31-7. CJ Bailey, 14 out of 25, 221 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, as NC State gets their 8th win of the season, and there will be questions surrounding CJ Bailey's future in NC State, because if he does go to the transfer portal, then where does the Wolfpack go, and who will they look at their quarterback? Because there's not going to be a lot of big-name quarterbacks. I don't think you get like a Rocco Beck, which that happened earlier today. Then there's DJ Lagway. There's many more quarterbacks to look at. They're going to have to look for a quarterback that is going to have to come to Raleigh and build a program that can get them to the ACC title game. That's if CJ Bailey goes to the transfer portal. But if he doesn't, maybe CJ Bailey is going to deliver something for next year. As for Memphis, losing Ryan Silverfield hurts for them, but we know their new head coach, Charles Humph, is going to come to Memphis, and there is going to be some high expectations for Memphis because of this hire. Charles Humph has done a tremendous job, not only at Marshall, but with Southern Miss and getting them to a bowl get eligible. I think Memphis, watch out for them. They could be one of those group of 5 teams that could sneak in the 12-team college football playoffs next year. So that's it for college football update for this week's bowl games. Tomorrow will be about this Christmas week's bowl games, which I cannot wait because we have Penn State, Clemson next Saturday, Georgia Tech, BYU next Saturday. So I want to do a predictions video tomorrow for your college football weekend. If you have not seen my other videos, go check them out on my channel, including what's new in 2026, which I'm talking about the future of this channel. Not all this channel's over. No, it's what's brand new to this channel. Again, check that out. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for more sports news.